Hello students, today we are going to talk about the poem A Tiger in the Zoo. This is the third poem of the book First Flight. The poet is Leslie Norris, and in this poem the poet compares the tiger in the zoo with the tiger in the forest. Let's talk about the poem. This poem contrasts a tiger in the zoo with the tiger in its natural habitat. Habitat means living place. Habitat means living place. The poem moves from the zoo to the jungle and back again to the zoo. Means he compare in one stanza he talks about the tiger from the zoo. The another stanza is about the tiger from the forest. Okay, and again he talks about the tiger from the zoo. Read the poem silently once and say which stanzas speak about the tiger in the zoo and which one speak about the tiger in the jungle. So let's proceed further. He stalks in his vivid stripes, the few steps of his cage on pads of velvet, quiet in his quiet rage. Stalks, stalks means prowls or moves, walks in his vivid. Vivid means strong and very bright, चमकीली. Stalks means चलता है या उसके चलने का तरीका. Vivid means very bright, चमकीली. Stripes means, as we can see on the body of a tiger, the stripes are there, धारियां जिसे हम कहते हैं. The few steps of his cage on pads. Pads means the, जिसे हम कहते हैं कि पैर के नीचे का जो गद्दीदार जो पंजा होता है टाइगर का, दैट इज वेलवेट क्वाइट. क्वाइट मीन्स शांत, वेलवेट मीन्स मखमल गद्दीदार जिसे हम कहते हैं. इन हिज क्वाइट रेज. रेज मीन्स एंगर, क्रोध. In this poem, poet talks about the tiger in the zoo. Means he only can walk in that cage only. He stalks means he walks in his vivid stripes, means in his way of walking with those strips on his body. The few steps on his of his cage means he is there in that cage only, and he walks. He takes steps in that cage only. He moves in the cage only on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rays, and he is very angry. Though his paws are velvet and quiet, then he is very angry. Anger with the silence. शांति है लेकिन फिर भी वो गुस्से में है. गुस्से में है, शांत है, और वो अपने जो चैम्बर में, अपने जो केज में, वो इधर से उधर घूम रहा है. नेक्स्ट स्टेंजा. ही शुड बी लर्किंग इन शेडो, sliding through long grass near the waterhole where plump deer pass. This is about the tiger in the forest. And in these lines, the poet says that he should be lurking. Lurking means, see the word meaning. Lurking means waiting quietly and secretly before attacking, जिसे हम कहते हैं घात लगाना. In shadow. Now he hid himself among the grass, the long grass, वो लंबी घास में घात लगा के बैठा हुआ है और waiting for his prey to come, अपना शिकार के आने की वेट कर रहा है, इंतजार कर रहा है. Sliding through long grass and he is moving very slowly towards his prey, अपने शिकार की तरफ और धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ रहा है. Near the water hole, and where it is near the water hole because he knows that the animals or deer, such animals come there to drink water. That's why near the water hole he was sitting, he was sliding through, he was lurking in that shadow where plump deer pass. And there means near water hole, the plump means mote taje, deer pass, they came there to drink water. So in this stanza the poet says that the tiger in the forest is different. He is on his hunt, अपने शिकार पे है, and he is waiting there. He is hiding in long grass and he is waiting for his prey to come. In the third stanza, poet says he should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws terrorizing the village. Let's see the word meaning. Snarling means growling, kurrana, dahadna, around houses at the jungle's edge. Edge means kinare pe. Baring, baring means uncovering, means to show, दिखाते हुए. His white fangs, fangs means जो long sharp teeth जो हैं उसके लिए कहा है. Claws means पंजे. Terrorizing means डराना, आतंकित करना, frightening the village. So according to the poet, there are so many things and activities that a caged tiger can't do. If he were free, he would be crawling around houses situated near the jungle's edge. जंगल के किनारे पे जो houses हैं, वहाँ के जो लोग हैं, उसकी आवाज़ जंगल में सुन के भी वो वहाँ terrorize होते हैं, डरते हैं. He would be frightening the villagers by showing his white fangs, teeth, and his claws. So this or these things cannot be done by the tiger in the zoo. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Here, concrete cell means concrete से बनी हुई जो रूम है, जो उसकी सेल है, छोटा जो रूम है या जिसे हम कहते हैं कि उसका जो केज है उसके बारे में कहा गया है. जू का जो टाइगर है उसके. His strength behind bars, stalking means to move, चलते हुए, to walk the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Now, this is the stanza about the zoo, the tiger in the zoo. He is completely locked in that particular cell, particular cage, and his strength is behind bars, means though he is very strong, but his strength is of no use, that is behind the bars in the cell, stalking the length of his cage, and he can only move to the length of his cage only, and he ignores the visitors, means he is not at all paying attention towards the visitors. The poet presents the condition of a caged tiger that is helpless and he can't do anything according to his nature, according to his power. The last stanza, poet talks about the tiger in the zoo. Poet says he hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Patrolling cars means the cars which are monitoring, जो मॉनिटरिंग कर रही है उस जू में वो कार्स. Stare means घूरना. Brilliant eyes means shining eyes, and brilliant stars means the stars which are shining. So he says, the poet says, that he hears the last voice, means he hears the tiger in the zoo, hears the last voice of the patrolling cars, and he cannot do anything to be free. He wanted to be free, but he cannot do anything. He only can move from one place to other in that cage only, and he stares with his brilliant eyes, with his shining eyes. Though his eyes are shining, he wants to be free. So he stares, वो घूरता है with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. He stares towards the brilliant or shining stars. Okay, so the poet expresses the pangs of a caged tiger. He is locked in a concrete cell and he is not free to do anything. And brilliant stars outside the cage seem more brilliant to those brilliant eyes behind the cage. कि उसकी जो ब्रिलियंट, उसकी जो शाइनिंग आईज है, वो उससे उन शाइनिंग स्टार्स को देखता है, एंड ही थिंक्स दैट आई एम नॉट एज फ्री एज दोज स्टार्स आर, और वी कैन से हिज आईज आर नॉट एज shining as the stars outside the cage or in the sky are. That is all about the poem.